Welcome to Click for IB Biology. We're studying the concept of the niche, and in this video we're going to be looking at photosynthetic organisms, aerobes and anaerobes in their particular niches. There's a blank version of this presentation, a PDF, down in the description. You can annotate that with your own notes, and then when we've finished you can do 10 questions and answers to secure and evaluate your own learning. So let's take a look at the photosynthesis as a niche. So we're going to focus on 4 major groups of organisms carrying out the process of photosynthesis. If we go through the 4 to start with, there are the green plants, which occupy a wide range of terrestrial environments, including the tropical forests, the temperate forests with their giant sequoias, or indeed the grasslands of the world. Those are just a few examples of the green plants. In the oceans and in bodies of fresh water, we have another group of organisms that carry out the photosynthesis, which are the algae, here showing the large laminarian algae. A third group are the so-called Cyanobacteria, and they are often otherwise described as extremophiles, and that's because they can occupy these extreme temperature conditions as seen in hot water geysers here in this image of Yellowstone National Park, where the temperatures in the center here are very high, around about 70 and 80 degrees centigrade. So the Cyanobacteria can carry out photosynthesis in those particular locations. In bodies of fresh water, we have the protists, shown here, single-celled organisms capable of carrying out all the different parts of photosynthesis, but within a single unicellular organism. What's in common with all of these groups is that they are harvesting light, and they are converting that light energy into chemical energy, and that's usually involving a pigment, and that would most often be chlorophyll. And the chemical energy, which is fixed, is usually used to fix carbon dioxide from the atmosphere into the synthesis of organic molecules such as carbohydrates, through different pathways to amino acids and onto lipids. So of course this is where the term producer or autotroph comes from, with these organisms as shown in the images here occupying the first level on any food chain or pyramid of energy. Here we just take a quick look at the niche strategies for some of the microbes, some of the bacteria, in which we have these 3 terms here. The first group are called the Obligate aerobes. Now this means there's an obligation that they must use oxygen, and an example of that would be Mycobacterium tuberculosis, otherwise known as Koch bacterium. If we go to the other extreme, there are those organisms, those types of microbes and bacteria which are obligate anaerobes, which means that they do not need oxygen at all. So they do their respiration in an anaerobic form. Indeed, for such species, such as this Bacteroides, oxygen is actually a toxic substance for their existence. And then our center group are the Facultative Anaerobes. Now in this case we're illustrating this with the species Escherichia coli, well known for gut infections, food infections, and in research. Now they can, where it's available, if oxygen is available, then this facultative anaerobe can carry out aerobic respiration. But equally, an Escherichia coli can function in anaerobic conditions, and so it's capable of both modes of respiration, both modes of existence, depending upon what the particular niche, the habitat in which it's occupying at the time, makes possible. Is there oxygen available, or is there no oxygen? Anaerobic conditions. It can cope with both situations. In the next video, which is the links appearing here, we're going to look at modes of nutrition. There's a chance to subscribe to the channel. That would be very much appreciated. And on the right hand side is the list of all the videos in this particular IB biology playlist topic.